if anything, I don't think a best of 5 is enough either. I think we need at least 7 games with to
Whoa.
adapt against a hero.
Yama, show me your.
Um,
Oh, no, no, no.
and it's oh yes, 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 and Human, yes,
Oh,
Human does
doing
play
the
Ridley.
Ridley.
Yes, yes.
I
Oh
was
no,
like,
we're
listen,
having
I
a
was
movie
excited to see
today.
Ridley today because I saw Mezcal. I didn't know there were more Ridley.
Yes, no, there's a
Us
couple of
too.
Ridleys that are kind of sprinkled in the bracket. Surprisingly enough, character I don't really see. Don't really see that often in NA, but it seems to be a more popular character in the EU side of things. That's gonna be so interesting. I love seeing the different play styles and character selections between the continents, between the regions.
Yeah, but I mean, early on into this game now, Manabe, you tell me, as a guy
Yeah.
who literally has a Dragon Quest tattoo, I assume you know a lot about this character. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and assume you do. How do you think this one's gonna go, purely conceptually wise, matchup wise?
Hero, it's Ridley.
It is Ridley. Thank
It
you.
is Ridley, unfortunately, does struggle a little bit here. And I think the ability to keep Ridley out with things like Kaboom, with things like Zappo, having both Umful and Accelerado online, or Oomph and Accelerado online, are things that are not going to allow Human to really get too much opportunities to go in close. You see that dash trying to go in, goes to the down air to negate the whoosh. But either way, Akak is doing a fantastic job of trying to get up. But that's the one qualm about Hero is you don't have the best airspeed in the world, best air time, but you do have some of the best forward aerials in the game. That forward air, that forward air and nair, so strong, especially coupled with that oomph and of course that Saturado.
I mean, yeah, this hero straight up running down a human right now. You at ledge can catch that jump back on the ledge with a jab, tempering with the consistent pressure. Not going to land that snooze. Human trying to bide his time, but it's just so tough to break through the onslaught the menu is presenting right now for this hero. Getting back away to the PS2 platform. The whoosh again. Doing a good job. Finally get a pressure there though with the space power rush to the consistent damage. Boom coming out there again. One consistent hit there will honestly spell the wrap to the end of this stock. The F tilt running out down. Oh, isn't going to do it though. Ridley still barely hanging on. 160 though, you're not looking pretty tough.
It's looking a little bit rough for Human here, but he is trying to bring it back here, right? You go, oh, no, you drop down back here and call it a day. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, Human tried to enter the scene, but as I said, the constant, first of all, the MP management, really good from Akak. Always having something for the Sizzle family of spells, for Kaboom, for Bang, for Sizzle, for everything, really was online at all times to make sure that this really does not get that forward momentum, because y'all know once really gets you in his grasp and really starts to play the game, it's hard to bring that back away from someone like Ridley when that momentum is super in favor of the character. So Akak being so mindful to make sure that we slow it down, we keep this nice comfortable range, and then we only go when we have the backup of Psycho, we have the backup of Oomph at our disposal. Charging the forward smash is hopeful, I will say, from Akak, but not too shabby. Now both buffs are online here.
The crystal colors.
If you're Human, what do we do?
Dude, it's just so tough because, like, typically the approach to the hero matchup is to try to rush him down before he can get any of the spells set up.
Yep.
You know, it's like trying to, like, that was an interaction. Okay.
Yeah, right, didn't connect.
Is trying to, like, thread the needle around the projectiles and get it in. Ridley's hurt box is the size of Montana. So trying to get through, like, all the projectiles, or even, like, the longer distance ones, like the Zapple, is just, like, it's easier said than done to get through in general. Where it's, like, the best thing you can do is, like, just try to sort of close the distance, and even then it's, like, you have repositioning moves like Whoosh. You have moves like the Zap there to keep you at bay, where it's, like, Ridley just has such a tough time making any meaningful progress, especially considering just the randomness factor of Hero, where you can quite literally just explode.
Nice. Ooh, that was a really good reversal coming from Human. The zoom does come all the way off the stage, so Akak is basically avoiding any sort of opportunity for a Human to jump off the stage and, you know, kind of clip Hero around that blast zone area. Snooze does not connect. Beautiful block there from Human to make sure we don't get Snooze early on, and there's that grab I was looking for. There's that connection, and there's that stock eliminated from Akakikusu, but it's not all done quite yet. You still gotta go through 2 more stocks in order to make sure we get a 1-to-1 scoreline and guaranteed game number 3. That 130%, especially in the face of this Psych Up. Any physical move would do an absurd amount of damage, including your Flame Slashes and your Crackle Slashes.
Frame 1 move, by the way. What were they thinking? That's just such a silly move. Grab Flash as well. What were they thinking? This is crazy.
It's like frame 4 and frame 6, yeah. Very fast.
I know Grab Flash is frame 1. I know Flame Slash is frame 1 now. What were they thinking with that move? That's OD. Oh, another Space Pirate Rush still going to catch you sitting back in shield. The zoom comes out in space again, waiting to fade back. Again, looking at the menu, you don't really have too much in the terms of buffs or just trying to get out of the corner against his Ridley. But again, it's 60% on last stock scenario. Akakikusu honestly just going to represent these aerial pressure, utilizing your disjoints of just trying to consistently close this game out. Accelerado comes back online and have the opportunity to rush you down. Brother, where are we going?
We're going places, Momo. That's all that matters in the hero matchup, is that he is going somewhere at all times. Anyone's going somewhere at all times. With that being said, Human at 105%. This is not too shabby. Whoosh does give Akakikusu a little bit of space away from the Ridley, but we go for the nair. We try to go for the connection, try to go for the grab. Doesn't find. The second one does connect, however. And do we find that read on the double jump? We score too. There's no cushion. All you have is Zoom, and Zoom is primed and loaded to come back to that platform on the left side of the stage. The grab comes through forward air. All we have left is Accelerado. Super fast is heroes meet super fast now, but there's the grab, there's a down throw into that forward air connection. It was just that shrimple, but Human almost brought it back normal. They were 1-1. I got that 87%, but unfortunately just could not find the elimination off the side there.
Dude, what were they thinking when they made it so that if the closer you are to the blast zone, the higher chance you are to get to? What were they thinking?
Don't worry about it.
I think I'm quite worried about